The Metro FM Music Awards are back after a 5-year absence. The 2023 edition of the awards is scheduled to take place on the 29th of April in Mbombela, Mpumalanga. The Metro FM Music Awards 2023 comprises 20 categories, and there are stringent requirements for albums, singles and recordings eligible released between the 28th of February 2022 and the 28th of February 2023. Well, to tell us more about this year's event, we are joined in studio by Metro FM Business Manager Kina Nhlengethwa. Kina, nice to see you. Welcome.
Good morning and good morning to the viewers.
5 years without the Metro FM. I actually, just saying that, I can't believe it. I mean, this used to be one of the biggest highlights of the calendar, and now it's back. Talk us through the last 5 years. What was going on? Besides, obviously, there was COVID to contend with.
Okay, you'll remember that we had to go through the restructuring, right, as an organization. So some of the biggest properties like the Metro FM Music Awards, we had to put them on hold just to allow the organization to go through that process so that when we come back, like really we come back with a bang. We didn't want to disturb the process that was happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you say you're coming back with a bang, talk us through what people can expect from these metros.
There's a lot that will be happening. You know, the metros are happening on the 6th of May. Right, in Mpumalanga, no longer the 27th of April.
Okay.
So we had to make some changes.
So that date has been changed.
Yes. Good. And one of the most beautiful things is obviously the production, something that we have never done before. It's going to be great. It's beautiful. And the artist, the lineup, we have some excitement that is happening there. And we can't disclose some of the things now, obviously, because it's a surprise for the viewers and for the listeners. But it's going to be a big weekend. Fantastic.
And I think it's going to be quite exciting, no doubt. I mean, obviously, there's a good relationship that is happening between yourselves and the Mpumalanga provincial government. Talk to us about that.
We're expecting more than 8,000 people to visit Mpumalanga that weekend. So part of our deliverables really as a brand is to profile the province and to showcase all the beautiful places that are there and to talk about the nice things and the activities that will be happening in Mpumalanga. So it's part of the partnership, and also to sort of like develop the talent that is in Mpumalanga and make people understand what the music is all about and what is expected of them and how do you build your brand as an artist. So those are some of the activities that will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it would be amiss of me not to talk about, you know, some of the controversy that sort of landed up onto the metros, and I remember this was all overshadowed by claims of corruption after Ricky Rick slammed the radio stations for their lack of support of local musicians, and there were a lot of things that were taking place and a lot of allegations. So you say that the hiatus that took place and the break of 5 years, what's changed? I mean, how do we sort of look at them now and say, this is what South African want. This is what the Metro FM listeners are listening to. There's nothing happening untoward behind the scene, as some of musicians had alleged. So talk to us about that.
I think that break of 5 years was a blessing in disguise, right? Because we had to look at a number of things, and some of the things that we decided to change as a station. But the Metro FM Music Awards is one of the properties that is highly audited, right? Because we have to make sure that everything is done accordingly. So that is still happening even now. Nothing has changed, but those controversies will always be there. It's something that we can't control, but we are confident that with the awards this year, everything is just done correctly, and we are looking forward to even those big artists to be part of the metros and participate.
Yeah, indeed, and we can hope that does happen, because I mean, we need to celebrate local music and celebrate some of the unbelievable artists that we have, because we seriously do have a lot of brilliant artists, and we don't want any sort of allegations thrown that it's the record companies that pay their way into awards and things like that. So you're assuring viewers and listeners that this is going to be totally upfront and that everything has been sort of ironed out and sorted out now.
Definitely. The process started last year, right? And it's been going on up until now, and everything is just done perfectly. All
right. So let's have a look now. Black is back. That is the theme. What's happening here? Talk to me about the theme.
there's a lot of changes that has happened on the station, right? We've introduced a number of beautiful things. Some of the things are there, the results are showing. Some of the things are behind the scenes. And one of the biggest achievements for us really as a station is the return of the Metro FM Music Awards. You know, black and white, it's like those are our colors.
Yes.
And black is the dominant one. So there was no better theme other than Black is Back.
Fantastic. And I'm sure that's going to have people dressing up and looking magnificent in their black is back attire. What are we dealing with in terms of hosts? Because I know that that's always a highlight, and people want to know who is going to be hosting the MMAs this year. Who is hosting them?
We have two amazing people.
Yeah.
Katlego is one of them, and Lerato Kganyang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, yes. So they're going to be doing it, and lots of guest presenters, no doubt.
Yes, a lot of guest presenters from Metro FM, from our channels, right, SABC 123 and sister radio stations, and other people from the industry.
What are the kind of events that you're going to be having leading up to the Metros? Because those are always also nice, and particularly for those that are living out in Mpumalanga, that they can enjoy, or is this also a nationwide lead up?
Right. One of the biggest events that we do, which is part of the CSI, is obviously the music conference, where we bring in like different people from the industry, and then they come and educate our artists, right? So that is happening on the 4th. But before that, we have the trophy tour. We take our big trophy and we move around. So we are having the trophy tour like next week, Saturday and Sunday in Mpumalanga. And then on the 4th, we are having the music conference. On the 5th of May, when people really arrive, we have a big pre-party that is happening at the Prestige. And on Saturday, it's the Metro Awards. Immediately after the awards, we have a big after party still at the stadium. And on Sunday, we have all white love movement as we wrap up the weekend.
Wow. Sounds like great fun. Obviously the voting has it opened already. It is.
Yes.
It's open. So how do the listeners vote for their favorite artists?
It's through USSD. So the people can go to all our socials and then they'll get all the details there. It's very easy. It's quick. It's in and out, and you are done. Yeah,
wonderful. And then finally, the night, some of the artists that are going to be performing, are you able to tell us?
No, let me not.
Not yet. Okay.
No, not yet. But from next week, we'll start revealing some of the artists that will be there. But it's just big names.
Mind-blowing.
And not forgetting the artists from the province as well, because it's very important that we also bring them as part of the performances.
Wonderful. And
yes.
And they are also going to be broadcast, right?
They are so excited. Yes, we are broadcasting live on SABC 1.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
It's going to be amazing. Well, good luck with it. I know there's lots of work leading up to this. It's going to be a fantastic evening. And so get out there, vote for your favorite artists for the Metro FM Music Awards. They are back after 5 years. They're finally going to be taking place. So looking forward to it. The 4th of May, is that when you said?
It's the 6th.
The 6th, thank you. The 6th of May. So that's the date that they're taking place. They had to be moved from the end of April up to the 6th of May. So that is the new date. Will be broadcast live. But if you can get tickets, actually, let me ask you about the tickets. How do we get tickets for them?
Tickets are available at CompuTickets from 150 rands, and there's different categories because we want everybody to be part of the event.
Okay, brilliant. So ticket sales are open. So go and get some tickets if you can. This was Kina Nhlengethwa, who is the Metro FM business manager, speaking to us about the MMAs that are going to be taking place in the city of Mbombela.